Stay tuned because you're going to want to see this FFO. It's extraordinary. Hi, I'm Sharon, and welcome to episode 26 of the Sampler Style Flosstube. Hi, everybody. Welcome me back. The last time I recorded was in October, and I recorded just before my husband had a stroke. He had a stroke in October. He's doing really well. I'm not going to go into it. You can, I talk all about it in my other YouTube channel, Knit Style, and I will put the episode down here because I don't know it offhand right now, but I do talk about how his whole story and how, you know, his progress and everything. But I just want to say thank you for all your well wishes, because I put a little blurb up before the episode. I didn't even talk about it on the episode because I had recorded it before and I edited it while he was recovering. It just gave me something to do. Anyway, it is now, let's see, it's been 5 months. He's doing well. He's home. He's walking. He's talking. He's independent. That's amazing. He has a lot of appointments. So I've been dealing with that for the last 5 months, which is why I haven't recorded. But let's start because I have a lot to talk about. I'm going to show you the most extraordinary finish. Oh my goodness. It's absolutely... I'm just amazed by it. And my husband saw it and he was like, wow, that's incredible. It is hanging in my entryway and I'm thrilled with it. So let's talk about it. I stitched this in 2023. I think I started it as a birthday start in January of 2023. It is now March of 2025. I sent it out to be finished at the end of middle of 2024 with some other things. I think I showed you one of them. I showed you, if you haven't seen the last episode, episode 25, I showed you Away We Ride. So that was the first one that my finisher did. My finisher is Paige Miller, also known as Paige the Framer. Hi, Paige. I'm sure you're watching because wait till you guys see the framing. It's incredible. So, without further ado, I am going to show you this beautiful project. You're not ready because I think it's just extraordinary. This is Mary Morgan's by Fox and Rabbit. And I became obsessed with this piece because of all the color. I actually wore this colorful shawl in honor of Mary Morgan's because I think Mary would be proud. Look at these just incredible colors. Mary was stitched on a piece of 40 count Murky by Picture This Plus. I love Picture This Plus fabric. It's fairly easy to get and it's just beautiful. This was tight and I actually measured this piece and it turns out that I measured across and I did math and I figured out stitches per inch. It was more like 42 stitches per inch. It was a little tight. Which made it hard with it being so dark. But I'm going to show you little by little so you guys can see the stitches. That rose in the middle was so fun to stitch. Oh my goodness, the colors in this rose are stunning. And what I loved about stitching it on Murky was that it toned down the colors. Meanwhile, they still popped out beautifully. And my living room is not bright. I have a lot of, like, you know, blues, beiges, tans, but very muted. And this looks fabulous because it's just, bring her back. Imagine this on your wall. It's just beautiful. One more look at that rose. I will never be accused of not showing my pieces enough. Okay, so that is Mary Morgan's. This piece, there's not enough words in the English language to describe how beautiful it is. It's so different. I think Mary would be very proud. Oh, and one thing, so I personalized this piece right here. So originally there was a Welsh saying in a cartouche right there, but I wasn't wild about it, and I decided to put in some colorful numbers instead, my initials and the year. I think it looks great. I love how it came out. And I just kind of stuck some more motifs in here just to fill it in. I think I took this one and I just made it a different color down here. Yeah, really fun. So I loved stitching this. This was so much fun. Yeah, and I hope you're enjoying looking at her as much as I am every day. I have her next to my easy chair, and I sit and I knit in that easy chair every night. And she's right there next to me, keeping me company. And I'm super pleased with how she came out. Okay, next we're gonna talk about my works in progress. I have 3 that I worked on since I talked to you last. And the first one is the 2024 Stitch Along by Modern Folk Embroidery. Jacob from modernfolkembroidery.com. And I adore this. It doesn't bother me at all that I did not keep up. It doesn't, I don't care. I just stitch what I want, when I want. And I will get back to it at some point. I did a lot of this in the fall, before and after my husband's stroke. He was in rehab for a very long time. He was in the hospital 10 days, and he was in rehab for 6 weeks. It was a long time, but I am grateful that he is home. It's amazing. So I think I had this half done, and I did this half and this side. So it's very fun. I can't wait to get to the animals at the bottom. I'll put in a little picture of what it should look like right there, or right there, wherever I can fit it. So I think it's called No Time Like the Present, and it's on his website, readily available. And I pretty much used the called for colors, like a red and a navy, and I love it. Emily C. finished hers, and it is gorgeous. If I hadn't started it yet, I probably would have used her colors. Even though I used NPI silk, because it's my favorite, and I had it in my stash. So I'll tell you the colors. I used, or am using, she used cotton, she doesn't use silk. So I used color 504 for the red, which is kind of a rich dark red. And for the navy, I am using, and I hope I don't run out because I only have one more skein. If I run out, I run out. I'll just get more. This is color 709 in the French blue range. And it's really pretty. They're beautiful together. So, I love MPI. And I just calculated the amount. I did math. I went on, I just looked at what the pattern recommended for DMC and I converted the yardage to NPI. And I should be okay. Famous last words, we'll see. So, that is that one. So I probably would have gotten a lot farther on that piece, but I got distracted. I had seen the pattern Dasher and Dancer available by Hobby House Needleworks, and I purchased the PDF. And I had the I had a giant skein of NPI red, and I'll put the color down below. I didn't bring it up with me, but and I had the fabric. So I'm not buying a lot of stash. I'll buy patterns, but not so much. If I have it in stash, I'll start it. That's my whole thing for 2025. But this is Dasher and Dancer. I think it's a Hobby House Needleworks exclusive, and look at these colors. Oh my goodness, I just had to. So this is another piece of Picture This Plus Legacy, I think. Look at that. This is a beautiful piece of linen. And this is a very bright red. This is a very bright red that I had in my, it's my favorite. And if you're doing one color samplers, MPI, it's a great way to try out MPI. I don't think this is really huge. I mean, I have it on a fat quarter, and you know, it'll go over to here, and then I think it gets a little taller. It's not that bad. But look how beautiful. I had a blast stitching this. This was my holiday stitching for this year. Right around the holidays, I like to stitch, you know, with holiday colors. And I think I stitched on this all of December and all of January. That was my progress. I am a one project at a time girl. I don't get a lot of time to stitch in the day. Again, things are happening around here. Richard goes to 5 appointments, therapy appointments a week, and he doesn't drive yet, so I'm taking him to all of those. And I do not stitch in the car or in the waiting room. I knit. So I only stitch like after dinner for about an hour a night. So whatever progress I get there. Okay, this is my last work in progress, and I sort of became obsessed with it. Let's see, I finished my Christmas stitching, actually at the end of January. So I decided February 1st I was going to pick up Peacock Unicorn and a Badger. And here it is. This is by the Scarlet Letter. We've all seen this. It's a full coverage. My daughter finished it. I'm going to put a picture of hers. It's gorgeous. I should really gift her some framing for that, because I know she won't do it. Next time I go see her, you know what? She's coming in May, and I'm going to have her bring that, and I'll send it out for her. You know how they are. It's like, you know, she just won't do it on her own. So I'll do it for her. So this is very fun. And it was my leap year start for 2024. And I'm behind, of course, but that's okay. I actually made a lot of progress. So I stitched on this all of February. I started it last year, February of 2024. I stitched on it all of February and all of March. I can't remember. I can't remember if I stitched on the red one in February. I might have stitched on the red one. This might be just March. So I'm using all the called for flosses for this project, which is Overa Soie, Soie d'Alger. I don't love Soie d'Alger. It's fine. I mean, it's spun differently than NPI, and it's just not as fun to stitch with, I don't think. But what's good about it is it really gives good coverage. So this is on 40 count Zweigart Platinum, which is also the called for, and you can stitch it on any plain fabric. You're not going to see any of the fabric when it's all said and done. So this is, look at it, it's beautiful. So I was here where all the green fill-in ends. That's where I was. And then this is the progress I've made, probably mid-March to mid-April. Yeah, has to be. So about a month. So I did that flower on the left, and the butterflies, and the horse's butt. Actually, not a horse. It's a unicorn. But I haven't put his horn in yet. I'm very methodical when I stitch. I just tend to work on one section at a time. I cannot wait to get to the green fill-in again, because that is my favorite part of this piece. I just love, because I don't have to think about it. I don't have to look at a chart. I just go. So I scanned this chart on my scanner. I have a big printer scanner over here in the corner. Yeah, I have a big printer scanner over here, and I scanned the chart, all of the pages. There's a lot of pages in this, because there's no way. I make mistakes when I have to go from page to page, so I really need to see it all in one page. I think it's 24 pages. 24. I scanned this whole thing, and then I put it into Markup RXP. That's what I use exclusively to stitch now. If it's not PDF, automatically I scan the charts into Markup RXP, and it magically stitches all of the pages together with a little work from me. And this took a while to load into it, but I did it, you know, I just did it on my spare time, and last year, I think it was 2 years ago, and it's great. It's perfect. It's like an infinite canvas of the chart, and I don't have to worry about page breaks, which confuse me. So, yep. So, I was thinking about this the other day. So my daughter did it in DMC, and it's absolutely beautiful. But the background green color, I think if I had done it in DMC, I would have converted the green color to be closer to this richer green. So I was actually looking today, if you want to stitch this, I got out my trusty DMC book, my conversion book, and I got the green color. All of my flosses are in floss away bags, so. And so the color that's called for is 936, which is this. These don't look anything alike at all. This is more brown. It looks more green on camera, but it's not. It's more of a, like a khaki color. And that's fine. But if you were going to get a better match, I would go with 890, which I think is much closer. So, okay, so see, whoops. Yeah, this color right here, 890, is fairly close. I don't have a skein of it, or I'd show you. It's fairly close to the DMC, or to the Verena. So, this is where my finger is. 890, which is a dark forest green. And the other green is more of a khaki green. So, anyway. Your mileage may vary, so if you want to change your colors, I would do a little swatch. See how the your DMC choice of green plays with the other colors you're going to be using. But I'm going to keep working on that unicorn tonight, which is cool. I'm excited about it. So I'm trying to figure out what's next. Honestly, what I really would like to do is, since I'm almost there, I want to finish this strip. I want to finish the unicorn and a couple little things underneath the unicorn, and then I'll be able to do the fill-in, which is my favorite part with this color. And then I'll stop and pick something else up. So let me show you what I'm thinking about. So I might try and continue to work on this project, Dasher and Dancer, like on the 24th and 25th of every month. I already missed March. Because I had worked so much on it in January, that's how I justified it. January and February. I think I really worked a lot on this. So, but in April, I'm going to really try and pick this up and do some Christmas stitching on the 24th and 25th of every month and see how far I can get. And then maybe get a really good chunk of it done in November and December of this year. We shall see. So I love this. I love a single color stitch. It's awesome. Speaking of single color stitches, so I want to get back to this year. This is my Verlander by Modern Folk Embroidery, and I adore it. So I'm stitching this with NPI in color 588 Burnt Umber range, and I think I'm gonna have to order more, but we'll see. It's not quite a black, it's a black brown, and it is beautiful. I love it. I love it. It's so soft. This one strip is done, the first strip of flowers or trees are done. I like to stitch up and down, because then you have a variety of stitching. Like if you stitch all the way across, it's like so many alphabets, you know what I mean? So, no. So I try and do it that way, so it doesn't get, you know, so crazy, so boring, repetitive, basically. And these motifs, like these top ones, are very similar. Well, they're not real similar, but they're similar in style. And so, yeah, so I get a different style of motif every time I jump down rather than going across. So that's how I like to stitch. I always start in the upper left, kind of like you're reading. You know what I mean? I just can't get out of that, so that's fine. So I would like to work on that. And sometime this summer, I want to pick up Mary Ann Copp, which is just beautiful. So this is all the called for thread, and it's on a piece of LFA Schooner, which is one of my favorite colors that they do. And I've started the house, which is super fun. Now this is stitched in cottons, which is great. It's nice, a variety of stitching rather than silks. I mean, I could stitch in silk forever and not be unhappy, but cottons are fun. I love DMC. DMC's beautiful, and it's so smooth and easy to stitch with. So this is a variety of colors, and I love it. It's by Brenda Gervais, and it's just a beautiful piece. I feel like this is more, I'm very seasonal. This is more of a summery kind of stitch for me. So I'll work on that. I worked on a lot of it when I was sitting at my deck last summer. So I expect I'll do that again. And then as far as things to finish this year, I really want to finish. This is ridiculous. I've had this 4 years, I think. I really want to finish Ann Gott. She's almost done. I have one more thing to do. I love Ann Gott. She's so pretty. I have this flower basket to do on the other side. This one. But I had to rip this one out because it was off, and I rip out all the time. I can't let it go. So I'm almost done ripping it out, and then I'll restart that to even it, because it wasn't even with this one, and that would drive me crazy. Not that I would even notice, but I don't care. And oh, it's so pretty. And I was debating what to do up here, because I don't like words on samplers that much. But I think up here the words say, "A present for you, my dear aunt," I think it says. And I think I'm just going to leave off aunt and write in, "A present for you, my dear." And then down here on the bottom there's more words, and I'm just going to, instead of the words that are here, I'm probably just going to personalize it with my initials and the year I finished it, even though I started it like in 2020, I think. But it's a beautiful piece, and this summer this is getting finished, and it's going off to Paige, and she can frame it for me. That's about all I want to show you today. So instead of going 6 months in between episodes, 5 months I think it's been, I would like to record more, but probably shorter episodes, just showing you my stitching progress, and then I might throw in a few, like, I have a bin full of abandoned projects that I might show you. I have some kits that I'll show you, and just little dribs and drabs like that. And I hope you like that. And if you have any questions about anything you saw today, please leave a comment down below, or leave a comment about other things you've seen today that you like. And what are you all stitching? Okay, with that, I hope to see you again soon. I hope you all have a good couple of weeks. Stitch something beautiful, and cheers!